Hello, my lovely spooks and ghouls. Happy October. I hope it's been appropriately terrifying. Get some audio from me. Alright. I can now hear the game alright. Hopefully you all can too. It looks like it might be a little quiet. Yeah, not like that, I guess. Yeah, somewhere in there. Hey, Jubby. I do enjoy some Castled Vanilla too. Ferdinand Social should absolutely be your drag name. So yeah, this game's weird. I've never really played it before, except for the like 30 seconds when I was setting up stream. But essentially what it was Sega said, yeah, we want in on some of that Castlevania action. And this was before Konami actually brought Castlevania Bloodlines to the Genesis. So Sega commissioned a shameless ripoff, and the company they commissioned created Master of Darkness, and it received. Did Automod catch you? I don't see the. Yeah, there it is. Stupid Automod. I need to just turn Automod off. That's also a fitting drag name. So yeah, they got Master of Darkness, and it's essentially a shameless ripoff. We can watch the opening cinematic here. You saw the tail end of it there with the epic music. And the legend goes that the full moon brings with it horrible events. Okay, that was only part of it. Sure. So essentially, the protag of this game is Dr. Ferdinand Social. Oh, here we go. Have you not heard the legend of he who rises with the full moon? The legend of the vampire? Well, the story actually happened in England 100 years ago. There was an investigator of the paranormal, a young psychologist named Ferdinand Social. On the night of the full moon, he received a mysterious message while using his Ouija board. Killer. Vampire. Go to Tim's. Caution. Caution. In the wake of Dracula. I mean, that's fair. The full moon's nice. Oh, it's the spooky boy himself. There he goes, flying around the screen. Zippity-doo-dah-day. It's the edgier version of Rocky Horror entrance. So yeah, Sega commissioned this for... At that time in London, the rising of the full moon meant the coming of yet another gruesome murder. Gotta get the lore, you know. The following morning would always bring the discovery of yet another body, completely drained of blood. Dr. Social knew that there was something supernatural about the heart of the mystery and began investigating. Calling on the powers of the Ouija board, Social learned that at the Thames River, horrible events beyond human imagination were taking place. Round 1, the Thames. So yeah, not Castlevania, totally not Castlevania, not even slightly. No. So yeah. What's interesting, though, is that this game came out in 1992, which was 3 years after the Genesis came out. Actually, I think it was 4 years after the Genesis came out in Japan. I have to be honest, that name's not ringing a bell, but that doesn't mean anything just because I'm oblivious when it comes to people who I should know who they are, so. So yeah, this game came out after the Genesis was out by several years, and was only released on the so this is the Master System version, which was only released in Europe and Brazil. This game did get a North American and Japanese port on the Game Gear. Jamaican American model. Okay, I gotcha. I mean, what's scary about that? Have these people never met a lesbian before? Some of my favorite people are lesbians. I don't know where anything in this game is, by the way. I've looked up no resources, so I expect this to go very poorly. Hey, I got the gun. Okay. Okay. So that's how you use your special. Shooting a dog to death. Hold on. Auto mild. What? Okay. Super into. You know what? The heck with it. I am. Like. Okay. I guess I won't turn everything off. But okay, no. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna turn auto mod off. Like, I trust you and Vid when he's in here. I think Automod just hates everyone. Has him and Dunkaroonie have mod here. I'm so good at this streaming. 100% professional streamer right here. There you go, Jubby. You just made mod. Help me block obnoxious people. You are the new auto mod. That bat is out for blood. Dang. Okay. Kinda missed there. Missed there, chum. Chum bucket. Oh, now my sub weapon is bombs. Aight. This cane is a little ridiculous. I dig it, but it's a little ridiculous. So yeah, this game's just weird. How it exists, just the fact that it exists, the platforms it exists. Oh, I've got an epi. The platforms it exists on, the fact that it doesn't suck, like it's weird. Do I get a super epi now? Okay. Oh, okay. Hey, health, I think, is what that does. Die, zombie. Die, monster. What is a man but a miserable pile of secrets? Oh, now I have a dagger. Okay. I'm pretty sure that this is worse. Oh, I have a gun now. Cool. Oh, and more health? Yeah, exactly. I have a shiv. It's actually just a plastic fork that's been sharpened down. Dr. Ferdinand the Sporker Social. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay. Alright. Back to the not great epi. I think that, like, I don't know, like, the cane just seemed to have the best range and the best power, so what's the point of these others? I don't know. To suck? Okay, so you can't jump onto staircases in midair. That's a little bit of a bummer, but not that big of a deal. Okay. My screen is flickering a little bit for some reason. Hoping it stabilizes. I don't think the stream has been affected. So if I have to, I guess, yeah, because well, we'll work with it. Hey, PS. Am I bobbing masks like candles? No, unfortunately. Oh, actually, are the bobbing masks? Like, I think they are. I thought that they were. I misread your message. I'm sorry. I think they are like candles. I thought that they were like Medusa heads, just from the stills I'd seen of this game. But yeah, they don't seem to do anything except house items, so they're like candles. And this is on the Master System. I'm playing on real hardware. Crap. Back to the stupid shiv. But the battle axe was actually not terrible. Okay. But this is on the Master System that it's Sega's 8-bit competition for the NES that flopped here in the States. But it uses the same control scheme as the NES, D-pad and two buttons. so the controls for this game are the same as the NES Castlevanias. Yeah, Battle Axe, nice. So jump and attack, and then up and attack for sub-weapon. No! I just got rid of the shield. Actually, is there good stuff over here? Probably not. Maybe some health in the wall? Hey, an extra life! Neat. Okay, that actually was good. Okay, there's my extra health. Cool. So yeah, I was telling Jubby, PS, that this game was commissioned by Sega to capitalize on the Castlevania hype before Castlevania Bloodlines came to the Genesis. But it was released in '92, well after the Boomerang. Okay, I'm intrigued. Well, yeah, most people haven't. But it was released in '92, only came out for the Master System in Europe and Brazil, but it did get a what am I trying? Game Gear. It did get a Game Gear release in essentially all regions. So Game Gear is the only official way that this came to the US. However, I'm using, like I said, an actual Master System, but I'm using an EverDrive. I've got the Brazilian ROM loaded up, and even though, and you'll notice that there's extra large black bars at the top and bottom of my screen, and that's because Brazil uses a 60 hertz variant of PAL because they have to be weird. But that's a good thing for us, because that just means that the resolution is a little funky, hence the black bars, but the frame rate is correct, so the game plays properly on NTSC systems. Can I just sit here and stun like this guy? That would be kind of hilarious, actually. If I could just... Oh, rude. Yeah, with half a life left. Yeah, exactly. So, Joby, it doesn't matter so much now, but just to give you an idea, TVs, back in the analog days, so in CRTs and these retro consoles and stuff, excuse me, got a voice act. You managed to defeat my Jack the Ripper. That's all right. All that's happened here has been under my control. And the things you've seen so far are just the start of the horrors. Go to the House of Wax if you dare. My waxwork figures will be waiting for you. Perhaps you will be my next wax masterpiece. I need a replacement for Jack the Ripper after all. Okay. The House of Wax dolls. So, TVs and such operate at certain intervals that they send signals, essentially. Rough description. In the US, based on the system that we have, that's 60 times a second, or 60 hertz. In most of Europe, it's 50 hertz, or 50 times a second, which is ever so slightly choppier, but allows them to get a little bit higher video resolution. So, by this, Brazil uses this weird hybrid system that operates at the U.S. signal rate, the U.S. Refresh rate, but uses the European resolution. It's really weird. Also, don't even think about France, because they use a completely different system than most other places in the world except Russia. It gets complicated fast. Essentially, though, what it means is that for systems of that time, it meant that a lot of times European versions of games were inferior. That's fair. Because if they were made in, if they were games made for an American audience, they would be made using the system, using the signal rate that America uses, and then just essentially kind of forced to run on the European stuff, which meant that games ran at the wrong speed. So European games often would run at 13% slower because of that change, and to account for that was possible, but it was expensive, and most companies didn't do it. Yeah. 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 Ask if I hate it. That's an odd question. But yeah, what PS is talking about, a CCAM monitor, that's the system that France and Russia use that not many places in the world really use. Japan and the US used very similar encoding systems. They were ever so slightly different, but they were pretty much interchangeable. Which is another reason why Europe didn't get quite as many ports as the US did. Not only is it just a smaller market, but it was actively harder to make ports for. I don't have a sub-weapon. This is not great. Yeah, pretty much a scam monitor. I'm assuming there is life. Okay, so it isn't technically a full heal. This is just the worst I've sucked so far. I didn't think I was going to make that jump. Oh, hello. Hello, ladies. Don't you hate when Marie Antoinette and all of her clones just decide to attack you in the wax museum? It's just unfortunate, really. I always try not to die. How successful I will be in that venture is an entirely different matter. Okay, this seems to be a pretty effective spot to be. Actually, it really is a pretty decent refill. I can't complain. And I just said Marie Antoinette, but I don't actually know who, I don't actually know who the wax figure is supposed to be. I could look it up if I felt, oh, okay, sure, I guess. Dear jerk bats, please stop. Please stop being video game bats. Dear chat, I'm always here to encourage you to be who you truly are, unless you're a video game bat, and then you objectively suck. It's, this has got me, wee bit spooked. Oh, and dead. Yes, please ban video game bats. I've got the stupid dagger. I hate this thing. It's like the worst weapon in the game. Okay. This is a significantly better primary weapon. Now to see if I can hang on to it. Did this have... what did that have in it? I think it was just the epi. I'm trying, Chubby. It's not in my nature to be good at things. Dang it! The stairs in this game are a little bit finicky. You gotta line up the pixel pretty well. But I mean, all in all, the game controls well. It's actually way more fluidly controlling than early Castlevania. Granted, you know, Simon controls about as well as a 2x4, and I love Castlevania, but I can say that because it's true. I said Simon controls like a 2x4, Chubby. I'm glad you agree. I think this is gonna go poorly for me. So P.S. I don't know if you were here for any of the lore dumps. You know, this super lore-rich game here. But essentially what is happening is, we are a paranormal investigator, Ferdinand Social, there's a name for you, who was told to go to the Thames to investigate murders through his Ouija board, saying that it pertained to Dracula. So this is very much a game of he broke the #1 rule of horror media, which is don't use a Ouija board. It's like, mate, this is rule #1 here. No Ouija board business. No! Really? That was super cheap. Okay. I mean, I'm not that desperate for health right now, but it's still just like, really? That was annoying. Dear video game bats, you're being video game bats, and we have a policy here in this stream against video game bats. This is a no video game bat zone. You're gonna have to take your video game battery somewhere else. Oh, hey. I think boss? No. Okay, this was just stage 1. I have no idea how many stages this game has. I looked up nothing. Right? Shakespeare. Shaking in his grave because he didn't come up with something so creative. This is poetry right here. Oh, oh no. What have I done? Mistakes have been made. Oh dear. Oh my, okay. Okay. Right. Video game bats again, back at their video game battiness. Okay, slightly better weapon now. Alright. But yeah, apparently, Jack the Ripper, like, he exists in this universe, but he was just like, a pawn of Dracula to go get, like, blood for Dracula through his murders. Sorry, gotta stab a chair real quick. Cause you know, scariest Halloween monster for sure. Chairs. Alright, boomerang, cool. That bomb, I'll take it, I guess. Alright. Okay. That's a very slaughterhouse kind of thing going on there. No, not the evil dining room table. Okay, cool. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess a bomb is a pretty effective way to destroy a table. I mean, they got that much, you know, factually correct. Can I has health, please? I am in need of health. Can I please have health? I mean, that's a valid criticism. I wish it wasn't quite such a valid criticism, but it is in fact a valid criticism. Alright, furniture. This is getting a little much. Womp 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 womp. I don't even know if this game has a password system, so that's gonna be fun. Continue. I mean, yeah. This game may even have limited continues, in which case I might cry. Nope. There's no. I can't kill you all with this pathetic spoon of a weapon. I didn't see your message, Chubby. Now I'm gonna have to really pay attention, because that sounds pretty excellent. No, I don't want the stupid downgraded weapon. So far, that's like my biggest criticism, if you can even really call it a criticism of this game. I mean, the bats suck, but that's just a universal constant. But it's how easy it is to, like, downgrade your primary weapon. Because, yeah, if you have, like, the cane or the sword or whatever this is, I think it's a cane, this thing just wrecks. But if you have the spork, it's useless. Utterly useless. Alright, I can take this. I don't know why the game has decided to be so suddenly stingy with sub-weapons, but but it is pretty. I mean, you got vampires and David Bowie pictures, or Rick Astley / David Bowie pictures. Like, how sexy do you need a video game? I mean, okay, but you're asking a lot. I hope you know that. By the way, if the spooky cobwebs are too annoying, just let me know and I can turn that overlay off. Okay. Back to the stupid spoon. Okay, so there's some timing here that I keep getting wrong. Because if you just run across, then the bats will hit you. And maybe it's just to go ahead and try to kill the first bat. Because it seems to be relatively murderable. Okay. Like, didn't have any trouble with that for a little while, and then blam. But yeah, I don't even know if this game has a password system. I'm really hoping it does. Excuse me. Water. Also have no idea how many levels it is. The fact that it was on the Game Gear makes me think probably not too many. But, you know. Nope, that's a big nope. That was just stupid on my part. I literally think that was just a score orb. A scorb, if you will. Wait for Shifty Dude to finish being shifty. Shifty Dude is dead. Long live Shifty Dude. Is yeah, unless there's a password system, there's no way to continue. Because like I said, I'm playing on real hardware. So, save states are not a thing. Oh, okay. Got their pathfinding all messed up. Great. Cool. I don't think there was anything down on the lower level. Oh, that's right. There is stealth up here, though. Okay. Cool. That's much appreciated. It gives the stupid bats time to respawn, but still better than I was. Yeah, they do. It's kind of annoying. So, this is kind of a weird arrangement. I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to get up there and maybe it's an extra life or something, but I would lose so much life just trying to get to it. I'm not worried about it. Okay. Bye, honey. Bye, honey. Okay. Can I aggro a bat? Yep. Okay. 1, 2. That's not the rhythm, apparently. Because yeah, like you can make it across these without much trouble, but stupid bat there will hit you, and the knockback will just throw you into the pit. It's really annoying. I don't quite know how to counteract it. I guess that's a way. Okay. I mean, if that's the trick, that's easy enough. Just ride the third platform down. I don't even like this weapon, but it's better than the one that I have. Okay. Listen, knife. There you go. Go off screen where you belong. Okay. I think that was... Actually, that was bombs. Yeah, which... I think I'm gonna have to go with Bowie. Honestly. I'm thinking... I mean, much as I want it to be Risk Ghastly, I'm thinking it's Bowie. I mean, like I say, I want it to be Astley, but I see Bowie. Dang it, stairs. Oh, okay. I didn't even have to waste that long. Dang it. Wow, going off screen and then attacking. Cool. Knife? This is not a good enemy. Especially if you get it way up here. What's... I think that was... Just make a run for it. Okay. Oh, I'm out of ammo to kill the candelabra. Thankfully it was not too bad. Goodness! How long is this stage? Oh, good health. Okay. I feel better now. Okay. Kill the table. Because, you know, that's what you gotta do when you're a vampire hunter. You gotta kill tables. Oh, neat. Look, knives. Here. Hey, end of stage. Neat. You know I did. Is it boss time? Bossy boss time? It's room that wants to hurt me time. Can't remember if boss was... thought boss was 3, but I guess boss was 4? Knife? I don't... Okay. Alright, sure. Yes. Hey, I got a gun. That's neat. Also just fell like multiple stories and landed on my feet. You'd think that hurt, but apparently I'm just the boss. This is probably my favorite loadout. I like it, an axe. Bombs. I like the gun. Oh. So, anybody have any spooky Halloween or October plans? Well, those seem to be so randomly placed. No! Not the spoon! blood, young, fresh blood. Oh, hi. Okay, I guess I can't attack you. I gotta attack Skelly Boy here. This is interesting, at least. The Bonehead here doesn't take much damage when you hit him. It is a pretty sweet skull, though. You are correct. I don't know that this one's gonna go so well, y'all. He moves erratically enough to be hard to manage. And of course I'm on my last life, so you know. Just to make things better. I've got the suckiest weapon in the game. Yep, it is. I'm really gonna have to start all the way back. Yes. Oh my gosh. I really, really hate the dagger. And it's everywhere. If I can make it back there and be mindful to not pick up the dagger and keep one of the good weapons, then I should be okay. Because that boss fight wasn't super difficult, it was just that it does a lot of damage, and when you have the worst weapon in the game, you're doing nothing. And I'm hoping that if I have in fact figured out the strategy for 2-2, you know, riding down the third platform instead of trying to make the jump, then I may be in much better standing with this attempt, because I blew through like all my lives in that one spot before. Because one thing about this game is it's not easy. I mean, obviously, but it does give you a pretty generous amount of health. And I think I mean, this would be a pretty phenomenal speed game, honestly, because what gosh, the bats! Because if you make it to the doorway, then you're in the clear. I can kind of relate to that on a personal level, unfortunately. Yep, works. It works. Okay, so that's what you have to figure out. Alright, upgraded my Epi to an Epi. Woohoo. This stupid knife is such a tryhard. No one likes you, knife. We all know your dad bought that car for you. I'm gonna keep right. Cool. Really? Big damage to the candelabra. Like the easiest thing in this room? Cool. Okay, bombs. Sure. I feel like a not insignificant part of what it would take to be good at this game, which is not really my goal here, mind you. But if you were trying to, like, speedrun the game, for instance, a pretty big chunk of that would just have to be memorizing item locations. To know what are upgrades and what are downgrades. Please don't kill me, chair. Okay, candelabra. Okay. Cool. And there's health past this door. I remember that. Alright, kill the bat. Kill the bat! I believe you're all clear. Cool. Alright, good weapon. Try not to die to table. Don't take bad weapon. Cool. Oh, Or bonus. Time bonus. Oh, I actually prefer the axe. I like the axe. You're a try-hard knife, nobody likes you. Missed that health, but that's okay. This part is not bad, and there's more health right up here. Those guys thought they were so cool. Believe this is a health? Yep, it is. Cool. Immediately take damage. Cool. Bombs. Actually really helpful here, because I'm low. But somehow didn't get the gun this time. That's okay. Okay, cool. Just make it down the hallway. Pretty sure that's the bad pickup that I don't want to get. Yep. Okay. And boss time. Almost full life, the best weapon in the game, and a couple sub-weapons. Awesome. Yeah, I'm doing a whole point of damage per hit on him. This is awesome. Wow. Yeah, right? So good. One more hit. Done. Easy peasy. That's a fair point. I would have to say the same would be true for me, Jubby. In fact, you could hit me with, you know, a limp noodle, maybe a fly swatter, and I'd probably go down pretty easily, too. The cemetery, east of town. After defeating the evil spirits, the psychic girl managed to gasp a warning before falling into unconsciousness. Jack the Ripper was collecting bodies and fresh blood to be spilt as sacrificial offerings to the dark forces. Cemetery, east of town. There was no way to know what the message was warning him about. But Dr. Social had to act quickly, so he rushed there as fast as he could. Epitaph. Would one of you all mind, just out of curiosity, seeing how many levels are in this game? Master of Darkness is the name of it. Or the, well, slight downgrade, but I'm okay with that. For, you can look up either the Game Gear or the Master System version. They should be the same. Okay. Wow. And we just finished 2. Thank you, Chubby, for looking. Ah, gun. And bombs. Okay. That might have been health, but it's okay. And that bat just kamikazed. Just straight up yeeted himself at me. As the kids say, so I gather. Okay, give me just a second and I'll try to read that. Creatures of the night are currently trying to kill me. Okay, battle axe. Hold on. Where's... Alright. On the Master System, the pause button is on the console. Okay, both the Game Gear and Master System... yeah. Another factor may be the Castlevania series was because Bloodlines hadn't appeared on the Genesis yet. That would come 2 years later, I think. Okay. Yeah, I would have to agree with that generally. Um, Interesting they call out the dog for being the most annoying. I would say that would be the bats, myself. But, the dogs are, without doubt, annoying. Let that be spawned, because I don't want it. Because the axe is real good. Oh, dear me. Can I cheese it? Yeah. One of the things I love about retro games is, like, one of the legit ways to play it is just be like, how can I cheese this game? Like, what did the developers not really intend for me to exploit? All retro gamers are speedrunners at heart. Oh, okay. This is a room. Oh, a zombie just moving right through those spikes, ain't you? Cool. Okay. Oh, that was an extra life. Oh, that was well worth it. Well worth that detour. This is a lot of things wanting me dead all at once. I'll take the gun, sure. One thing about the bats is at least they are relatively predictable. Each of them fall into like one of 3 or 4 patterns. And once you know which pattern they are, you can pretty much judge their flight path. Granted, all the flight paths are designed to be annoying, but... Oh. Dubby, we got skeleton himbos. Watch out. Gird your loins. So your loins are sufficiently girded? Aww. That's valid. Grocery shopping takes considerable girding. Oh. That felt kind of a waste. Get wrecked, bats. And I won't make the same mistake. That's what you call hitting the wrong button. Thankfully it didn't doom me that time. Would have been ashamed to die in the same pit twice in a row. this. Oh, cool. No. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. This seems like a lot of death trap for only one pickup, and my video game instincts tell me that it's probably a 1-up if that's the case. But we'll see. Oh, it was hell, but I didn't need. This game does have some, like, it's pretty generous with health overall, but it does have a little bit of inconsistent spacing when it comes to health drops. Ooh, I like the stained glass window visuals. Thinking I can, yeah, I was about to say, I can't make that jump, but that's okay. Damage boosting, we're using the speed strats, y'all. Believe it or not, I was showing somebody stills of this game yesterday, and that's exactly what they said too. That's okay. Not loving where my health is at right now. Hoping for a nice pick. That was probably the pickup I wasted a little bit ago. Can I has health, please? Oh, way down here? That's a way down, but oh my gosh, this stupid dagger's the worst. I wonder if the one else respawn. Like, if... Sure? No, aww. I mean, I still have the second best weapon in the game. This one's on. Lady. Stop. It's kind of hilarious to me how some of the enemies will just have, you know, have a loop, and some of them just yeet themselves right off the screen. I've used the word yeet twice, and oh, now 3 times in one stream. I'm gonna get some people who unfollow. going to leave that health pickup for later. That was just mean. Y'all, I'm currently dealing with a real-life struggle that's all too familiar to me of having eaten a massive dinner made up mostly of rice and getting hungry immediately after. Okay. I'm thinking Debbie, you need to eat food. I have it on good authority that there are places to obtain food in Israel. No, you'd probably like it. In a weird way. Ah, but you don't deny it, eh? This seems incorrect somehow. I guess I'm supposed to go... I see. I think it's supposed to be mildly labyrinthine. You come up here, and these are probably gonna fall. Oh dear, we got some slowdown. Yep. And cool, end of stage. We got ninjas. Okay. Oh, we got a yeet dude. Okay. Oh. Oh, hey there. Hey there, Castlevania. That was just me being bad. The marginally better weapon. It's like the same attack power as the dagger, but it has better range, so it does objectively suck less. But it's still pretty crappy. I keep wanting to like edge onto it. That sounded really bad. I really keep wanting to like, you know, gradually step onto the pendulum there, and that does not seem to work well. single for a very long time, Joey. No need judgment. Yeah. They've gotten a lot of parts of Castlevania very right, including some of the parts I wish they hadn't. I appreciate you stepping in here. Like, as soon as Debbie and I start becoming the most puerile, you're just like, I need to be the adult in the room here. You inspire me to wrongdoing, Jebby. It's your superpower. It's so easy to do. I really need to go back and play more of the NES Castlevanias. I mean, I've played. Oh, you're good. I appreciate just having you around. I've played all the NES Castlevanias, like, you know, fired it up and played through a few levels, kind of thing. Never beaten any of them. Never spent a tremendous amount of time with them. I have beaten Rondo of Blood, both the PSP remake and the original version, and love that game. So, see, like, yes, I know Symphony of the Night is an objective masterpiece. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think Rondo may be my favorite too. Just because, as much as Symphony is a masterpiece of game design, I'm not a huge Metroidvania fan. I prefer Castlevania. I've only played a little bit of it. But I'm not a huge Metroidvania fan, so I prefer the pure platformer Castlevanias myself. Crap. These blocks, some of them are you can pass through and some of them you can't, and there's not a great way to tell, but that's also how they make it hard to get that one up. I have a version of 2 that I've like applied multiple ROM hacks to try to sort of create the best overall version with the least jank possible. And I keep saying one of these days I'm gonna fire that up and play through it. It hasn't happened yet, but I also don't need like an excuse to play Castlevania. Like, you know, I'm playing this because it's Halloween and stuff. But I played Rondo like last March or something just because I wanted to. Denigrated my weapon. Dang it. I have to say though, this game, it's so good. Did you play the original version, or I assume you did, because it was Dracula X. Chronicles on the PSP. Did you play the PS4 re-release, or how did you play it? Emulated version and the PS4 version. Okay, aren't they essentially the same? Isn't the PS4 one? Okay, the Japanese. So you got the original voice acting and the odd German introductory cinema for some reason. Yeah, I can like hear that intro in my head, and I don't even speak German. That's cool. Yeah, I first played the PSP remake, which it's really good. If you have a means to play it through emulator or whatever, and you just want a you know, slightly new take on Rondo, it's worth your time. It also has OG Rondo and Soten as unlockables in the game, which I think is a really nice touch. But yeah, I beat Rondo a few months ago on my Turbo graphics. So real hardware. Yeah, and that was a lot of fun. That's actually in my VOD archive up on YouTube. Shameless plug. I see a message. I will read it in just a second. Exit's right here, please don't kill me. Okay. Really? Okay. Did I know that? It seems like I might have known that. Also, why? It's like, of all the hard parts of that game, I feel like Shaft is not. I'm not gonna finish that sentence because Jubby's here. Okay, now that one I actually hit the jump button and it didn't register. All the other times were me being bad. Like, you know. I'll own those. But that one was just jump didn't register. Jubby is the Jewish god of karma. How is this so hard for me? This is not a difficult thing to do. And yet I am riding this struggle bus with it. Yeah, I have the American version, so I've got the TurboGrafx, and I've got the Terra Onion Super System 3. So it allows me to do both CD and card-based games off of an SD card. So I don't have the Turbo CD itself, but you know it is still the TurboGrafx. which Rondo actually never came out here in the US for the TurboGrafx, but it's the same as the PC Engine. Okay. Okay, now, would you look at this? Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Where did that? No, okay, nothing happening in the walls. But I believe since I was streaming it, I went back and used the fan patched version that uses the English voice acting for the cutscenes, which I actually kind of like the English voice acting. It's really corny. It's got a really nice B-movie charm to it, which I appreciate. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yep. Momentum was off there. Oh. Dang. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even realize that Limited Run was doing it. But that's really cool. Rondo is absolutely a game more people need to play. In fact, I understand all the people who think that Symphony of the Night is the best Castlevania game, but it's radically different. Oh, man, that's awesome. I definitely need to look at that. Actually, while nobody's trying to kill me. Limited Run, PC, Engine, Rondo. Because I would... no release date yet. The time of the announcement is... I'm seeing the announcement. I'm not seeing any... Not seeing any news since. But that's definitely something to keep an eye out for, because I would pay good money for that. But yeah, if you ask me, Rondo was like where the Castlevania like classic side-scrolling platformer formula was perfected. And all the branching paths and everything, it's got a lot of replay value. It's just a phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. And it breaks my heart that for years it was only available in Japan, because it's absolutely a masterpiece of a game. I'll take a gun, sure. Okay, I'm gonna, I guess, go down these stairs here. Dispatch these skelly boys. Apparently waste of health, because that's cool. Was that basically health that I just wasted was the whole point of this area. Cool. This game has a pretty brutal despawn speed. Okay. So, yeah. Go up here. That is a tight jump. Holy crap. Okay. We gaming though. See this? Grade A certified gaming. It's not. Don't. We're not. This is not impressive. But Hobbs. Meh. Oh. Oh dear. I fear that mistakes may have been made. Oh, okay. That scared me. Boy, they really liked the whole pendulum thing, didn't they? They're like, what's Castlevania famous for? Pendulums? Cool. Let's just do that a bunch, I guess. Flat? Oh, I see. Okay. Alright. It is a little unfortunate. Ah, downgraded weapon. That's what's really unfortunate. Maybe this will have an upgrade. Some of the ways this game handles, like, wow, okay, that was... What else? Okay, cool, that was worth it. Some of the ways this game handles stairs, honestly, it's probably less obnoxious than, OGC1. But, really? Boss with the worst weapon in the game, and my last one. You interrupt the dark rites. You must die! Oh. Oh, hi. Hi, Duder. Yeah, this guy's not nice, in case you were wondering. Yeah, big oof there. This game, okay, legit complaint here. This game really loves to put a pickup for the worst weapon in the game right in front of boss arenas. Which is really obnoxious. I mean, granted, in the realm of things that this game could get wrong, that's not too bad. I really hate that I just wasted that health right there, but yeah, I mean, I can definitely see, like, the potential for how, like, if you had this especially on the Game Gear as a kid, and this was your, you know, your go-to game. Hold on, why is this here? Ah, that's a pretty substantial shortcut, actually. And I'm about to die. Yep. Cool. But no, for anybody who's a fan of, what I was going to say is I could definitely see how if this was, you know, one of the games you had for the Game Gear especially, or, I mean, in Brazil, like, this would have been a phenomenal title to have, because it's challenging, and, I mean, it has the high score system, so there's sort of that artificial replay value that has going for it, but it's definitely a game that would be fun to see how quickly you could beat it once you know some of the tricks and secrets and stuff. And for anybody who's a fan of classic Castlevania, especially NES Castlevania, this is a pretty easy recommend to at least try. I mean, it probably won't be your favorite, you know, Castlevania or Castlevania adjacent title, but I mean, this is like comparable quality to like Castlevania 2 on the Game Boy, which is pretty solid for what it is, really. I mean, yeah, Castlevania 1 on the Game Boy is not good, but Castlevania 2 on the Game Boy is pretty good, actually. If I can remember how to navigate, I think yeah, I remember what to do in this level. Definitely a game that is helped by some memorization, but thankfully things are pretty easy to remember, and honestly, while none of the game has felt too hard overall, I have to say World 3 here has kind of felt a bit easier than World 2. Makes me wonder if World 2 was kind of the rental buster, as was entirely too common back then. I do think it's interesting that, like, you can just go up these stairs and, like, I don't know if you're supposed to take damage or if you're supposed to go all the way around. I feel like you're supposed to go all the way around and make this ridiculous jump, but if you just damage boost through the spikes, it takes you pretty much to the end of the level. is just mitigating knockback as you platform. Yeah. No big deal there. Three here is not a level I have to say that I love, but it's, I mean, it's fine. Possibly just because I suck at pendulums, apparently. Okay, that's enough. Thanks. Okay. Try not to waste the health pickup here. Dang it. Really? Why am I bad at video games? Really? Right there at the health pickup, and the skeleton kills me. And it sends me back to the worst weapon in the game. Yeah, if I had to make one choice, it would be that you couldn't accidentally downgrade weapons. But the handling is really good. I mean, the stairs are jank, but that was just 8-bit stairs. They were pretty much all jank. Okay, that was not nearly as bad as I was fearing. Really? That was painful. Okay. Alright. Don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Especially not right here to help pick up. Don't want the worst weapon in the game. Come on. More bullets. I'll take more bullets. Okay, back into the boss fight with the second worst weapon in the game, but full health. Good night. This dude taking... takes a stupid hits. And he deals so much damage. That felt precious close to a stun lock. Got it. Goodness. Meddler. You've killed my warriors. You shall pay. Five levels? The strangely familiar figure who was floating in midair was Count Masson. There had been rumors about the Count, who lived in an old castle, far from civilization. It was said that he was studying the black arts. Yes, it seemed that the Count was indeed involved in strange doings. Black magic, full moon, killer. Finally understanding the evil power behind the events, Dr. Social hurried to the castle. Round 4, the laboratory. Just what this game didn't need. Jerk birds. Really? I finally get a weapon and it's a downgrade? Not cool, game. Not cool. Just gave me some health. I think the devs knew that they programmed a garbage section there. Speed. Just points. Thanks. A better weapon would be much more appreciated. Okay. I think there may be like slightly different daggers because I noticed that one had like a green tip and another one had a red tip, but it doesn't. They all suck is the problem. Jerkbird being Jerkbird. That was uncalled for. Okay, yep. These birds are just needlessly difficult. Like, they're essentially impossible to dodge. And nothing you do seems to hurt them. I mean, you can kill them, like, eventually, but... Oh, thank goodness. Okay. But, gosh, they are really difficult to deal with. Got some help. Finished stage 1. Cool. Okay. So other than the Jerkbirds, that wasn't bad. Do I need to adjust the audio balancing for you all? I tried to scope it beforehand, but... Yes! Axe! Now to try not to lose it. I mean, it's quaint of you to have, like, a dining set with candelabra out here on your balcony, I guess. But, really? Oh, and there was a kill everything. Those, of course. David Bowie / Rick Astley, stop trying to kill me. Please. I thought you said you were never going to give me up and never going to let me down. Okay. We've known each other for so long. Oh, great. A gauntlet room. Cool. You know the rules, and so do I. Aww. No. Knife is such a tryhard. Good thing it's dead. Seems sus. That's what I thought. That was deeply unfortunate. I've been streaming for over 2 hours and I'm kind of wearing down. Got to level 4 of 5, so may come back to this at some point. I wouldn't mind seeing all the way through it. But for now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits. And that anybody else in my community streaming, so I'll go ahead and call it quits here. Thanks everybody for stopping by, for checking out the stream, and for looking back at this weird piece of gaming history with me. So look forward to seeing you all again soon. Look for me next Monday, hopefully a little bit sooner, but probably next Monday. So I will talk to you all then. Have a great one.